What's up guys, Bradley Overrated coming at you with another gaming discussion video. That's right, I haven't done one of these in ages because I was so certain that I was going to be done, not do them anymore, but honestly, let's be real here. Every once in a while there'll be a very important topic or just something that comes up that I feel like I need to address and give my opinion out there. And this is one of those times, so let's jump into it. And it involves, of course, the Game of the Year awards that is coming out. They have announced the games for the year that, for a bunch of things. Best narrative, best sports/racing. What a weird pairing. Every year that throws me off. And, of course, the Games of the Year nominees. And you have some predictable ones like God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Monster Hunter World. Which, you know what? Those games probably should be on there. I haven't actually tried Monster Hunter World, but it looks pretty good. So I'm not surprised to see them. But for a lot of people, they were surprised to see the game on screen, Celeste, be nominated. And this is what I'm going to discuss. There were several people complaining about Celeste being nominated because it wasn't a AAA game. Which, if you have that mindset, please do us a favor and don't call yourself a gamer, because that is the most ridiculous thing. If you're one of those hardcore people that just only cares about graphical precision, I honestly feel bad for you, because a game like Celeste, while no, it's not as beautiful as, say, Red Dead Redemption 2, is still an absolutely brilliant and fantastic game from head to toe. I'm honestly mind blown that a lot of people aren't happy that Celeste is on this list. I really don't think they've played this game because, like I said, if you've played this game, you would know why it's on the list. You would know why companies like IGN gave this game a perfect score, a 10 out of 10. And you know what other games got 10 out of 10s? Red Dead Redemption 2 did, and God of War did this year. Last time I checked, though, other of the game nominees, Spider-Man, it's nominated for Game of the Year. That didn't get a 10 out of 10. Graphically, sure, it's better than Celeste, but I have some bad news for you guys. Spider-Man's not a better game than Celeste. It is absolutely not. The gameplay of Celeste is better. You have to be more skilled to get through it. The narrative is stronger in Celeste. Celeste holds its candle to these AAA titles, whether you like it or not. Monster Hunter World, great game. Guess what, though? It didn't get a 10 out of 10. By most people, absolutely not. But you know what game did? Celeste. And you know what? It's a better game. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, nominated for Game of the Year. I'm happy for these games now, don't get me wrong. But let me just tell you right now, Celeste doesn't have microtransactions in the single-player campaign. Celeste is definitely a better game than Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well, because once again, the narrative, for it being only a game that takes about 7 to 10 hours, depending on how you play the game, to finish, it's still a better game. It's a lot more thought-provoking. It's a lot more heartfelt than a lot of these other AAA titles. And here's the thing that really bugs me the most is I don't understand why people don't seem to think indie games deserve to be Game of the Year when indie games have just as much impact as regular AAA titles do. As a matter of fact, I would argue almost this decade has been more about indie titles than AAA titles. And the reason why I feel that is a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. But you can't disregard them anymore, man. People who make indie titles, they put a lot of effort into making a really good quality experience. I remember when Inside was nominated in 2016, I believe, for Game of the Year, and I was so happy because, honestly, that was my Game of the Year. It was just that good because of all the junk I had to deal with. Every single AAA title was all about trying to grab as much money as possible. It wasn't about just delivering a good quality experience. And you know what's great about indie titles? And this is something that they do almost every single time better than AAA titles. They don't overstay their welcome. I get so tired of games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey that do level scaling, so no matter what, you will always have to have this equal fight with people or be just a little bit too weak to actually beat some of the enemies. Celeste is a game that you're either going to beat it or not because you're either good enough to beat it or you're not good enough to beat it. It treats you with the proper respect, whereas other games don't. And it's not trying to reach its hands down your pants and take your wallet from you. Or your virginity, apparently, since I meant to say hands down your pockets, not necessarily down your pants, so yeah. So, in conclusion, guys, Should Celeste be nominated for a Game of the Year? Hands down, yes. Arguably more so than most of the other titles that have been nominated. And should it win Game of the Year? I obviously can't say yes or no for that, but I will say this. If it does win, I would not be surprised one bit because this game is amazing. Alright guys, that's it for me. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below how stupid I am for thinking Celeste deserves a Game of the Year nomination. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Maybe I'll do more of these, man. I don't know. Sometimes I get really riled up. What can I say? And I like my indie titles. I really feel like they've come a long way, and honestly, they are the best thing that's happened this last decade in games. But that's a topic for another day. Like I said, I'm Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good day.